The Guardians of BITA GENET, a Lionhearted rescue in Ethiopia by AZLAN ADNAN. In the highlands of Ethiopia, near the remote area of BITA GENET, an event occurred on the Donnerstag 9th June 2005 that continues to echo through time. A tale so extraordinary that it has become part of modern folklore, rekindling awe and reverence for the wonders of the natural world. On that day, a 12-year-old girl was abducted by a group of men who intended to force her into marriage, a cruel and all too common practice in certain rural regions. Her family searched desperately, fearing the worst as days passed with no sign of her. 7 days after her disappearance, police tracking her trail were met not with violence or chaos, but with a scene that left them in stunned disbelief. There, huddled in the bush, was the young girl, shaken, traumatized, but alive. And encircling her, like mythic guardians from some ancient legend, stood 3 wild lions. They had not attacked. They had not fled. They had chased off her captors and remained by her side, watchful and protective, until the police arrived. Then, with silent dignity, they vanished into the wilderness. This astonishing act of compassion was widely reported in June 2005 and became a symbol of the mysterious empathy sometimes exhibited by wild animals. Ethiopian police confirmed the account in multiple interviews. Sergeant Wandimu Wadajo, one of the first officers to reach the girl, later told the press, "They stood beside her until we found her. Then they just left her like a gift and went back into the forest." The explanations, while rational, do not diminish the story's power. Ethologists speculated that the girl's cries may have resembled the high-pitched mewling of a lion cub in distress, thereby triggering an innate protective response. But even with science attempting to provide context, the emotional force of the incident remains undiminished. These were not domesticated or trained animals. They were wild lions, apex predators of the Ethiopian savanna, choosing, just this once, to protect rather than prey. The story spread swiftly across international news platforms in the days following her rescue. It was not simply a tale of survival. It was a lesson in unexpected empathy, a gesture of nature intervening when humanity had gone astray. This is not the first instance of animals stepping in to protect humans. Elephants have been known to form defensive circles around lost children in the bush. Dolphins have nudged drowning swimmers to safety. Dogs and cats, of course, have earned their reputations as loyal companions. But the Ethiopian lion rescue is unique, perhaps because it defies every stereotype we hold about the wild. In that moment, the lions did not embody the violence of nature, but its mercy. They stood not as symbols of fear, but of hope. They demonstrated, in an act of silent solidarity, that compassion is not limited to those who walk upright or speak in words. Even today, the girl's identity remains protected, but local reports confirm she recovered fully. The memory of the lions, however, has never faded. They have become symbols of protection and defiance, against abuse, against fear, against the narrative that the wild is only ever cruel. There are many who believe that stories like these should be taken with a pinch of skepticism, that memories are fallible and events exaggerated in the retelling. And yet the accounts have remained consistent for 2 decades, verified by the Ethiopian police, retold in major news outlets from The Guardian to BBC, and referenced again and again as a reminder of something too easily forgotten. The world, despite all its brutality, still holds space for grace. The lions of BITA GENET did not roar for attention. They did not ask for recognition. They simply acted, instinctively, with a kind of nobility that we struggle to find even among ourselves. In doing so, they turned a tragedy into a parable, a rescue into a legend, and a moment of terror into a moment of awe. In a time when the world aches for stories that affirm the good, the true, and the beautiful, this tale from Ethiopia roars once again, not just from the savannah, but from our shared longing for a gentler, kinder world. A heartfelt light. To every soul whose hand did give, you've helped me dream, helped me live. In darkest hours your light came through, with hearts so kind, so pure, so true. Your gifts, like stars in deepest night, have steered me gently toward the light. Each coin, each word, each silent prayer, a thread of hope so rich, so rare. My eyes once dimmed now seek the skies, and slowly clearer visions rise. Because of you, I dare to see the world again. Its grace, its plea. Your compassion's flame will not just stay with me alone. It lights the way for others wandering through despair to feel the warmth of selfless care. You've shown what love in action means, in quiet ways through giving scenes. You've built a bridge from soul to soul and made the broken feel more whole. So let this thanks rise like a song, a melody both soft and strong. May your example gently call more hearts to rise to give. To fall into the joy of lifting pain, of planting hope where none remains. Your kindness walks beside me still, a light, a love, a living will.
Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to show your support.